Let's understand the real and imaginary numbers. The first one is the real numbers, and these have two types, the rational and the irrational numbers. So rational numbers are the ratio of two integers. Like for example, we have the number 2. So this can be a ratio of 4/2 or 6/3 or 8/4. Another example is 3, which can be a ratio of 9 and 3. It can also be a ratio of 27 and 9. So these are the rational numbers. For irrational numbers, these are the numbers that cannot be expressed as ratio. So the most popular irrational number is pi, which is equivalent to 3.14159, and the number goes on without any pattern. Another example of irrational number is square root of 2. So if we're going to input that in calculator, it is just equivalent to a number that goes on, that doesn't have any pattern. So that is the difference with the rational and irrational number. Now let's go to the imaginary numbers. Imaginary numbers are those numbers that cannot be expressed in real numbers. So if we're going to input this in calculator that aren't in complex number mode, we cannot identify its equivalent. So one example of that is square root of the -1, which is equivalent to I. So imaginary is being denoted by this I. So if we have square root of -4, we can solve this by identifying the imaginary number of it. So we can factor this out, and then this will become 2, and then square root of -1. Since this is equivalent to I, we will have the answer 2I. Another example is square root of 25, negative square root of 25. So if we're going to factor that out inside, we will get the answer 5I. So that's how imaginary numbers work.